True peace, kins and friends. I am KinooOonoo NoopooH, and I'm back with you again with another video. Okay, this time I have some more good news pertaining to the president of Botswana, President Boonoo. He has joined forces with Ibrahim Traore to rid military off his land. It's happening. It is really happening. So before I really get into the video, I first would like to invite the positive forces of NoopooH, 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 NoopooH. Now my question, I will be reading from the KinooOonoo Tarot deck. And my question will be, will more African nations join Ibrahim Traore to remove American troops off the land? Will more African nations join Ibrahim to remove military soldiers off their land? And the video is also going to be in the description box, as well as 2 other videos will be in the description box from the previous video I did that I put up this morning. I just want to keep you all up to date with the greatness that's going on in the motherland. I think it's a beautiful thing, and we just need to support and spread the information. Oh, wow, okay. What we have here? First card that popped up in the upright is the Spine of the Universe card. And it reads, meaning is stability, support, flexibility, allows control of movement, protects vital parts of the body, mentally, spiritually, economically, and physically, keeps things in alignment. In reverse, things are paralyzing or it has taken place, causing stop motion. Okay. Wow. Well, you have stability. The stability for everything to be all in a line. Getting support from Russia, China. Flexibility allows control of movement. He has that flexibility because he have the protection from the military, all the commandos that Russia has sent to guard and protect. Protects vital parts of the body, mentally, spiritually, economically, and physically. Yeah. Yeah, it's keeping things in alignment. Everything is on a straight path. Things is moving forward economically. That's for sure. Spiritually as well, because the ancestors are there. Yes, the ancestors are there. Okay, in the upright we have the universe rib cage card. Ground, earth power, vacuum, space and darkness, powers, protection, expansion, and protect soft and vital parts of a being's life, mentally, spiritually, physically, economically, and morally. In reverse, it's painful to grow, temporary stoppage of activities and mobility and separation. Here we go again. These two cards right here fall in line with each other. This the first card, this the second card. So at the moment, alignment is there. Economically, spiritually, and mentally, and physically, and morally. The third card that popped up is the female NoopooH marriage card in reverse. The wives and mothers be role models for the girls and be homemakers as only females can. If there be no extra eligible females in the society, the males cannot have but one wife each. If it so happens in a true culture society that the number of eligible men for marriage outnumbers the women of eligible women, the extra men may so find their wives in some other country of their own kind. And this also holds true for female persons who do not wish to be a wife among wives in household. Okay, let me go a little deeper with that. Let me get a little bit of more information. Okay, here we go. This is the card for the female NoopooHs who wish to be in a monogamous marriage instead of a polygamous one. Polygyny and monogamy are the only two types of marriages that are possible in Noon science. In Noon, marriage should be between members of the same race of the opposite sex. So therefore, people should learn about the different branches of their race in order to not break the laws of nature. In the reverse means there are no men to marry, or that the female isn't marriageable or interested in marriage at that time. All right, let me get clarification. In the upright, the KinooOonoo NoopooH card. Unifier, ruler, priest, king, demi-sun god in flesh, lawgiver, sexual discipline, teacher, spiritual, and mental telepathy, military leader, sun cycle. Okay. Female notable marriage card. The wise mother. Let me get another clarification or reading. In the upright, we have the universes are beings. In the upright, it means the universe's organs, the zodiac powers are working in your favor. In the reverse, the zodiac's animal positive powers are working in according to each sign. Remember this well. Okay. So, therefore, it's showing that no marriage. There's no marriage. Is no marriage for these women. Then you have, then it showed the KinooOonoo NoopooH card, the unifier. Military leader, sun cycle. So basically that represents Ibrahim Traore. Sexual discipline teacher, spiritual and mental telepathy. He's a military leader, captain. And we are in the sun cycle. We are in the sun cycle. And I got another reading to get clarification on it. And the card that popped up is the Universes Are Beings card, which basically shows that their powers are working in your favor. Is working in Ibrahim's favor and all those that's working with him. So okay, let me take a look at this one more time. I may not be getting okay. So the card really don't have a reverse. So basically you will have female marriage with the wives and mothers being role models. That's what it's coming back to. Mothers going back to being role models and homemakers. That's what's occurring in Africa at the moment. Everybody's returning back to their rightful place in the motherland. And then you have, we getting back to the king, we getting back to the rulership, of the priest king, then his son God in the flesh, the lawgiver. Ibrahim is the lawgiver. What he says goes, pertaining to how they want to be the distributors of their own minerals and resources. And the Zodiac powers are working in their favor. Okay. All right. Had to work with it. Can't give up. All right, the first card that popped up in the reverse is the Universe Lung card. And it reads, flow, detect movements, increase adjustments of life, mentally, spiritually, physically, economically, balance toxic situations. In reverse, open to enemies, many predators, creative, intuitive, moody, caring, nurturing, clingy, emotional, loyal, protective, clingy, resentment, and tender. Okay, so yes, maybe he is open to enemies, but they are not being successful in their attacks. And when it comes to you trying to be independent of a group of people that have bombarded and been trying to take over the resources for so long, and the people not benefiting from their own resources, yeah, when you rise up against that, of course you're going to have enemies. And that's what we are seeing with them trying to take out Ibrahim Traore. But yeah, so yeah, there's many predators, and a lot of the many predators, they still catching spies. He's still catching and exposing the spies in his country. Caring, yeah, he cares about the whole continent of Africa. That's why he has taken a stand against colonialism and imperialism. Yeah, he's nurturing the people. Nurturing the people by giving them encouragement to fight. Stand strong, diligent. Don't give up. Become part of the solution and not the problem. Yeah, so you have there's a lot of people that's becoming loyal to what is what's happening. They're starting to join the ranks. Starting to join the Sahel regions. South Africa is stepping up. That's what's up. Okay. The last card that popped up is the KinooOonoo card in the upper right. And it reads, these brain newt gods and goddesses are responsible for all kidneys and bladders of the African race and ancient ancestors. Another movement card that takes waste from your life and provides nutrients mentally, spiritually, and physically. The powers of this card are to filter, store, and remove. In the reverse, it means blockage and affection in every sense of the word. Okay, so therefore, the KinooOonooAanet card represents, it's the bladder, and the bladder in Noon science is Saturn, Capricorn, Satuna. And let me do a little bit more clarification. So Satuna, which is Capricorn, which Capricorn represent in the in Noon signs is the bladder. The house is it's in the 12th house and represents the service to humanity, because that's what's happening. So that means that more African countries is going to do more service to humanity, self-transcendence, self-sacrifice, which means that they always going to be on the front line to protect their people, because Ibrahim is a captain, a semi-goita, he's a general. And then you have Nigeria President Abdurrahmani Chichiani. He's a general. And then you have the Botswana President Dumaboku, who joined Ibrahim Traore to get the American military soldiers off of their land. So yes, it's beautiful what's going on. Retreats from the world, acknowledged or repressed parts of oneness. Yeah. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to read from Secrets of the Ancestors. Let me get some water. Oh wow. The card that popped up was Boo the Fool. Possibilities and potential. Okay. This is your moment to make a fresh start. Yeah, fresh start for all of the African nations to come together as one. That's the fresh start right there. Anything can happen. Exactly. You are being called toward infinite opportunities where you rise to the call. That's right. Would you rise to the call? My friends, in the continent of Afrika. Pack light and go for it. Leave behind the unnecessary. Ignore the judgments of others. You are leaping into a new phase. Boonoo the Fool shows up to remind you of your unlimited potential and the power of taking small risks. This ancestor walks in the energy of optimism and trusting in life. We are all a bit foolish at times. Walk off of the cliff and trust that the net will appear. Ancestral memory. Boonoo the Fool is depicted in the colorful, tattered clothing of the Mandel ritual clown, an ancient performance dating back to the kingdom of Sego, now in Mali. Ancestral medicine. Gentle reminder not to take yourself or anything else so seriously. Try approaching life with curiosity and joyous expectation. Tarot correspondence. The Fool. Declaration. I trust that I am unconditionally loved and supported. So, there you have it. You have this one, this card, and this card in alignment with each other. That's right. And that right there, okay, you have, okay. So this one right here, you have the universe lung. Universal lung. Universal lung basically breaks down to the month of July, which is Cancer in the zodiac, but it would be in noon signs. It would be Seepoo. So let me give a little bit more in depth. So that would be in the 5th house for Seepoo, Cancer, for the sign of Cancer, the month of July. Creativity, recreation, procreation, entertainment, pleasures, romance, children, play. All that's occurring. Creativity at its finest. Create new avenues to do things in alignment with nature and make sure the people is taken care of. Recreation. Procreation. Entertainment. Pleasures. Yeah, the pleasures and the pleasure that they take in supporting and standing behind Thomas Sankara, the first attempted liberator of Burkina Faso, before he was betrayed by one of his own. So, children play. The children is learning, is getting lessons on being patriotic. Yes, the children matters. And the children is getting put in their proper place so they can be the youth of the future. Yeah. So that ends my reading. And I would just like to say thanks for joining. Comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will have information in the description box below. So that ends my video. True peace, friends and kins and friends, and true peace in Armageddon times.